basically right over the town of Clyattville. Yeah, Clyattville. Yeah, if you're in Clyattville, seek shelter immediately. Potentially very dangerous storm is heading your way right now. Tornado is just west of Clyattville right now. We have a tornado on the ground causing damage. We have a radar confirmed tornado on the ground right now causing damage. Basically over the town of Clyattville. Tornado on the ground. See, radar confirmed tornado. This is not radar indicator rotation. This is a confirmed tornado, meaning that debris has been spotted. Debris has been spotted by Doppler radar, indicating that a tornado was on the ground. So this is a radar indicated tornado. This is not a radar. This is not this is not radar indicated rotation. This is a confirmed tornado. Looking at the correlation coefficient right now, looks like the tornado briefly dissipated, but the storm is cycling. There's a huge area of no precipitation to the south and east, and that's basically your inflow jet. You're basically having a huge area of inflow coming into the storm. So this storm is going to cycle up. This storm is going to cycle. You're going to have, you're having an inflow jet right here. So yeah. Looks like a new area of rotation is trying to form right here. This is about where the new area of rotation is. Are you fucking kidding me? So yes, this is about where the rotation is. Sorry, just got interrupted with a call. That's why I almost always put my phone in airplane mode. It's about where the rotation is right now. Radar is saying it's there, but the thing is, I'm starting to think that new area of rotation is starting to form. You're going to have a new area of rotation basically form right here. Looking at velocity, you can see there is a pretty broad area of rotation. But here's the thing, there's a new area forming here. So basically, old area of rotation is still pretty tight. New area forming here. So your rotation, your coupler is still back in the precipitation core. So this is basically where you're having your rotation at the moment. Oh, new warning. New warning was just issued. So it's been downgraded to just regular tornado warning for radar indicated rotation. Alrighty, new tornado warning was just issued for, let's read this, for central Lowndes and the south central in south central Georgia. So central Lowndes County, south central Lowndes County. So thunderstorm. Hazard radar indicated rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of central Lowndes County, including the following locations: Dasher, I-75 and Exit 11, Valdosta Regional Airport, and Naylor. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. And this basically, these latitude and longitude coordinates basically outline the diameter of the location of the tornado warning. Anyway, let's go back to the radar and look at it again, because it was downgraded once again for radar indicated rotation, which is good. But look what's happening now. As I said, new area of rotation is trying to take shape further southeast. This here, of course, is a radar glitch. But the thing is, you see the rotation back here is weakening. The area of rotation here is weakening, but a new area is now taking shape, especially right here. So you're going to have a new area of rotation probably. So because the area of rotation is jumping further east, it will also mean that the tornado arrival time, or the storm arrival time, or the tornadic part of the storm will arrive sooner rather than later around the Dasher area. It looks like it's going to go northeast of Dasher, which is good. But if it continues on its present track and does not weaken, it will eventually enter the Brunswick, Georgia area in a few hours. If it doesn't weaken. If it does, I mean, it probably will. There's a chance it may not. It may, continue. But more than likely, it will probably cycle. Let's see. I just saw a southwest plane in the distance. Just want to see if it was a MAX or a regular 737. It's pretty far, so that's definitely a southwest plane. Yeah, 737-800 from going to LaGuardia. It's all the way from Chicago, from Midway. So I mean, now that we're approaching the warning, this could be good. So you're having southwest winds at the surface, from what I can tell. However, storm motion is it's not directly correlated with the surface winds. So you're having some wind shear, just enough to form tornadoes. Right now, the storm is cycling. It's going through you know how hurricanes have an eye wall replacement cycle? The tornado is going through its own cycle. It's going through a mesocyclone replacement cycle. Yeah, it's going through what I call a mesocyclone replacement cycle, or an MRS, or an MRC. Mesocyclone or MSRC. Mesocyclone replacement cycle, or MCRC. Mesocyclone replacement cycle. A mesocyclone replacement cycle is basically you know how you have hurricanes go through eye wall replacement cycles? Supercell thunderstorms, when they are at their peak strength, also sometimes go through mesocyclone replacement cycles, especially if you have enough, basically if you have enough, basically what happens is updraft or downdraft, RFD sometimes can choke off a tornado. Just like the RFD can sometimes cause a tornado to strengthen, it can, give enough of that spin for the tornado. An RFD can also, just as it gives birth to a tornado sometimes, it can also choke it off and cut it off. So, but the thing is, while mesocyclones can also choke off a tornado, once the circulation is choked off, because the storm is still very strong and there's still wind shear, another area of rotation will form. Sometimes you can have two mesocyclones in the same storm cell. Like what happened in Pillager, Nebraska. I've seen it on radar where there are two simultaneous areas of rotation. In fact, I'm going to show you to my Twitter right now. I'm going to have to go all the way back. I'm going to have to go way back. I have to go as far back as possible. This happened on November 13th. God, I was wrong about that post. bingo right here. You had two separate mesos right here. See, I'm holding it right here. See, right here, you have two separate tornadoes, right? Look where the Brookhaven is, right? You saw two separate mesocyclones. You had basically an EF1, a low end EF1 tornado that passed right near the National Weather Service head office. But despite there being debris on radar, they never confirmed the tornado. They never said radar confirmed tornado. They said the whole time radar indicated rotation. But you can see the debris signatures almost merge. As you can see, this happened along the QLCS, along the squall line. And you see the CC drops to the left of the radar site, but above the debris signatures, that was all hail. There was a lot of hail that day. Yep. All those red cores you're seeing, that's all hail. There's a lot of hail, even with like light reds, you were seeing hail. So yeah, there was a lot of hail. And yeah, those are debris signatures, by the way. So the tornado was definitely on the ground. There were two tornadoes on the ground, right next to each other. You had two separate mesocyclones. You had two tornadic circulations along the squall line that were right next to each other. So it was not like a supercell, but it was pretty much similar. Yeah, this is just radar noise. But it's definitely trying to cycle. Anyway, this storm is definitely capable of producing another strong tornado. But so far, I think that's the only tornado warning we have right now. A lot of flood warnings today. So let's look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today. As you can see, the enhanced risk. I think that 10%, might have been a little overblown. Like yesterday, I think it was definitely warranted. There were a lot of tornadoes yesterday. Tomorrow, there's definitely some indications that there could be some pretty strong thunderstorms in the New York City area tomorrow, especially tomorrow evening. But the highest threat of severe thunderstorms will be, as you said, across New Jersey, as you saw across New Jersey, basically. Did you have a good day? Back door. Oh my God. Anyway, as you can see, the primary threat on New York City is just going to be just thundery rains, maybe some pea-sized hail, because there's going to be some cold air aloft, but I'm not seeing any indications of severe weather in the Northeast. At least no indication of severe weather on Thursday. Or Friday either. Even the Storm Prediction Center isn't really showing any severe weather. So you see potential too low, predictability too low. Oh, day 6 and 7 looks pretty bad. Yeah, I want to see day 6 and 7 again. Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about day 6 and 7. I'm really concerned because a friend of mine lives in the Dallas area, so it looks like I may be really concerned about day 6 and 7, and even day 8 because I have another friend of mine who lives in Louisiana. I have actually several friends who live in that area. One of them lives in Tulsa, another one lives in Dallas. So yeah, it's pretty concerning. Let's go back to that cell again and look. Ooh, it is definitely cycling. As I said, it's cycling. Yeah, it's definitely cycling. Damn. Okay, that was not good. Yeah, that was probably a little radar glitch, but that, wow. Yeah, that actually looks like a debris signature. That really looks like a debris signature. But the thing is, when you look at the radar, you see this area of no precipitation in that same shape. What you're seeing is an area of no rain. That's what you're looking at. You're not looking at debris. You're looking at an area of no rain. You're looking at the rain-free cloud base, or the notch. Oh my God. Yeah, you're looking at a literal inflow notch right here. You know, you have an area of stratiform rain, you know, overspreading the storm. So, like, you have an area of, like, you know, from Anvil. And then you're still having the explosive part of the storm. You're still having some hooks trying to form. So I'm thinking this cell might become tornado warned probably within an hour. The one southwest of Berlin, Georgia, might become tornado warned. I mean, it has a hook. I'm not seeing any strong rotation, but it definitely has an appendix to it. Maybe the rotation is more like higher up. But yeah, see, there is rotation. There is rotation with the storm, but it's more elevated. It's not surface-based. It's elevated rotation. But you do see that there is rotation of at least a couple thousand feet up. So about 4,000 feet, there's some, say, moderate rotation. But once you go down to 2,000, it kind of just peters out. So basically, a hook is trying to form. There's definitely a hook forming, and this might actually become tornado warned, as I said, within an hour. Maybe within the next 30 minutes, because that definitely looks like it's trying to form a tornado. That cell is pretty intense. And the thing is, when I'm looking at velocity, that is showing some pretty strong rotation. Let's go back down to tilt 2. So yeah, there is definitely rotation in that storm. It's just that the rotation is not reaching the surface. The rotation is elevated. Probably 2 to 3 kilometers up. So you're definitely having helicity, low-level helicity, but it's not as, it's not strong enough to prompt a tornado warning, but it is there. You're having rotation. And this storm right now is still showing rotation. And based on what I'm seeing on radar, like, I don't know what's going on here, but apparently there's a lot of radar noise right now. And that's definitely going to make things hard to differentiate where is the actual rotation forming. So yes, there is a warning that was issued. So yeah, there's a warning in effect. And there's a new area of rotation forming basically near Morven, just northwest of Morven, Georgia. Oh, come on. There we go. 2G. Or area just north of Tornado.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait, that's right. You're a Jehovah's Witness. Just talking with my neighbor. Alrighty, everything looks good. Right, now let's look at that rotation. Yep, it's definitely strengthening. I'm very worried about a tornado forming. So Johnny just called me. Just wanted to make sure I was streaming all right. So yeah, we have a supercell that is forming. Boom. Rotation's now starting to reach down towards the surface. Oh my God, that looks bad. No debris. Some hail though. Rotation is starting to pick up a little bit. What in the world is wrong with my phone? All right, we have definitely an area of strong rotation now. Look, a new one is forming. Yeah, that definitely looks like it wants to go supercell. That is definitely a supercell. Just, it's not warned yet. Basically, you have a supercell that hasn't even gone tor warned yet, but it looks like it definitely wants to produce a tornado. And if it produces one, I would say it's probably going to be rated at least probably an EF1, EF2 at the moment. And why such a low rating is because right now the rotation is weak. You know, you're not having strong rotation. Yeah, you're having rotation, but it's not strong. You're not having, a very tight couplet. Yeah, you're having a hook. And the thing is, do you know how you find a tornado? You don't look, if you're having a shielded precipitation, you're having a rain-wrapped tornado, what you need to look for is rotation. You need to look for the couplet. What I'm looking at right now. That's how you tell if there's a tornado. And now debris. If you have a trifecta match of rotation, debris, like if you have a CC drop, right where you're having, reds and greens touching, and you're also having like a hook echo, or a like higher reflectivities, that can be indicative of debris being shown on reflectivity. Okay, right now, no tornado warning yet. It is definitely a supercell, not a tornadic one yet, but it's definitely possibly might. It is. There's definitely a meso there. Yep. Actually, I might just switch. No, I'm going to stay on my phone. Anyway, actually, the hook near Cecil, Georgia, actually looks much more threatening. There we go. We got hail. We got a report of pea-sized hail near Walterboro, South Carolina. I just know that's Walterboro because I've been to South Carolina, so I kind of know like my locations and stuff because I've been there. Yeah. 712. The storm that produced the hail was probably those cells right here. Oh, great. A new tornado warning. It's probably, a QLCS. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, definitely. You might have some spin-ups there. No debris. Nothing indicative of debris yet. Yeah, but there's definitely, probably going to say a line of storms capable of producing. Yep. Yeah, radar indicated rotation. I'm surprised it says a severe thunderstorm. It's not a severe thunderstorm. It's a line. You're basically having a line of supercells moving through. So yeah, this is really bad. And those winds are strong. Those winds are, looks of it, over 80 miles an hour. Those CC drops you're seeing might actually be hail. Because usually squall lines or quasi-linear convective systems are pretty notorious hail producers. And the reason they produce cells or hail is because embedded in those squall lines you have embedded supercells. Like last night, or actually the other night, you had an embedded supercell that produced a tornado just south of Dallas, around the Keene, Texas area. Anyway, there's definitely a threat of some discrete cells, because you're having discrete supercells here. Finally, lots of tornado warning. Penny-sized hail. Let me be the judge of that. I'll tell if it has any hail or not. Maybe a little. Anyway, yeah. All right, let's see. Anyway, I gotta go right now. Thank you for watching, and bye.